Alright, you guys, this free-to-play unit has a lot of talk around him, specifically because of his equipment and what this means for free-to-play characters in the game. I am a huge fan of this guy. When Ultras first got announced and he first came out, I grinded him up as far as he could go for me. I was really hyped about this Ultra Goku, but I specifically want to talk about how his equipment is kind of shaping the game, especially from the free-to-play and low-to-play perspective, because this is a very unprecedented type of equipment drop, especially for a free-to-play character. This Ultra Namek Goku is performing ridiculous amounts of damage. It is this right here, this 270% goes so far. It is kind of ridiculous. Specifically, what I wanted to say about this is I am really loving the direction that a lot of design for certain kits are going, how they're trying to give new life to characters that didn't really have a first like a spotlight when they first came out. I was gonna talk about this Zamasu equip with the red Zamasu and how this equip turned him into a top 5 unit in the game for me. I love running this guy, even though he's only at 3 stars for me. I think the stuff that he gets from his kit combined with this equip has led to one of the best units that has gotten a resurgence, you know? And I really like just everything that's surrounding from basically the end of the 6th anniversary, end of the 7th anniversary going forward. There have been a few misses, Metal Cooler, but these past few releases, especially Android 13, especially the equip for him, equip for Zamasu, how they're building characters, I am a huge fan. If you guys have played against this Android 13, you know how much support he gives, especially just in the early game. He has early disrupt potential with his blast covers, and then the card destruction as well, key reduction, and he gives sub count down whenever you fill up his gauge. And with the penalties that they introduced during the middle of the 7th anniversary to combos, getting sub count down I think is a lot more useful of a skill than it has been in the past. So any character that allows you to just knock off a lot of sub count really helps the game. That's kind of why I like people like this guy, Gohan, Goku. Those guys are able to produce a lot of combo potential without harming your sub gauge, and the focus away from comboing and into damage, this guy specifically, I think is really compelling the game to go in a good direction. There are a few things that I have to say about the headlining units though that seem just a little bit kind of unbalanced to me. I think Gogeta having his synchro gauge up so early, it gives very little counterplay to the early, trying to kill that Gogeta early. It just doesn't really happen all that often unless you're running Corrupted Merge Zamasu or someone that can really dish out a lot of damage to green. But there's 1, maybe 2 if you count the GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The amount of power creep that Gogeta introduced, especially bringing back the Ultra Cell mechanic, was kind of insane. The main ability with Gogeta, get a full new rack. They said that they were trying to punish combos, but they keep giving characters a lot of card draw speed and card draw refill. That's a big problem with the manga Gohan, is that he's just able to kind of rack up a lot of card draw. Same with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. He has a lot of card draw just based on his unique gauge. And I think it's getting to a point where moving away from that allows for more counterplay, which is what I think they're trying to do with all the updates, right? And I'm not a huge fan of how the Legends team has gone about doing that, because they keep on just releasing unit after unit that's just a counter to someone that came out 2 months ago, you know? Ultra Cell, when Beast Gohan had been reigning over the game for like 4 months, you have Ultra Cell come in there, and his ultimate literally can't be blocked by the one thing that made Beast unique at the time. And you saw how many people spent their stone or their crystals on stuff like Beast Gohan just to get another counter later. And I think that there needs to be more emphasis on creating functional teams rather than creating new characters that are just going to be better than the rest of the game, you know? Because this Gogeta, I just don't think that there's an opinion unless it's 13 on what you want to say is the best unit in the game. I think 13 support is just too good to really overlook. But if you want to talk about pure offense, I mean, what do you do against Gogeta? He has everything Ultra Cell has, plus his Synchro Gauge, plus so much card draw from his the switch gauges when they're in Goku and Vegeta. There just is a lot of stuff that they can do just to make their damage go up. And yeah, but I just wanted to highlight the way equipment is making such a huge impact in a good way, because I think that the equipment that they're producing have better built kits than characters. It's really hard to design a character in this game, obviously, but with this new philosophy and how they're experimenting so much, they've really nailed a lot of these equipments. Because this yellow Goku, the DB team kind of just sucked when DKP, Tambourine, this guy, and Roshi, all those people came out. And I'm not going to say it was like bad, obviously not. But it definitely wasn't like a major headlining celebration where you could just instantly pop them and get like a win up towards like battle rank 70, right? But right here, the restrictions make it a balanced team because they also added support on top of the DB team already. So this guy has indestructible and it's basically unconditional, but in order for him to be at his max potential, you need to be able to run him on a DB team, which if you didn't pull the manga Goku or Gohan, you're running DKP, Roshi, maybe Tambourine, but I doubt it. There's a lot of bad crap, but that's what limits this Goku's usability in, I think, a good way, right? The 2 or more tags. And I think a lot of that stuff is kind of missing from some of the balance that needs to be in characters' kits just isn't really there, unless it's dragging them down to like an absurd level. Like the dev team, when they looked at Metal Cooler, said, look, he has 3 lives, so his defense has to be abysmal. But if you're in a game where the meta is trying to get your opponent to basically time out and you do more damage, because that's basically what it is. If you're grinding proud, you're not hitting 120 counts and having everyone die, unless you're like battle rank 65 or below, or you only have like 3 stars on every single one of your characters. If you've been playing the game for more than 4 years plus, then you definitely have encountered like half your matches at this point are going to come down to time. And that really hurts a lot of design philosophy, because they're trying to get to a point with that specifically Metal Cooler to make him not so broken. But in not making him broken, they failed to even make him good. And the 3 months later patch to his passive, giving him 20% extra, I think it was, to his damage card. I mean, that's fine and good now, but what lineage of evil team are you running right now? You could run movies, yeah, but with Janemba now in the game, why would you ever run a purple unit that's not corrupted Merge Zamasu, right? Even on the GT team, that Super Saiyan 3 Goku that I was talking about, he just doesn't put up the numbers anymore. He was a fine release before Ultra Super Saiyan 4, then Ultra Super Saiyan 4 plus the Zenkai on the blue Spirit Bomb Goku really gave him some viability. Now that they're off featured boost and everything, you really see the parts of his kit where he's lacking, right? And this is all just to say that design restrictions and stuff, they need to be way better balanced. I don't think that the Legends team does enough to make sure that the PvP in their system is still fun, but I am hopeful seeing that you can actually do stuff against this Goku. He has the disrupt of only like 15 ki, but ki recovery, it's also penalized, and ki protection, very rare in the game, right? You get it from, I think, 13's passive, or unique gauge rather, but aside from that, I don't have anything that really comes to my head that you would use nowadays. But the thing is, he does his damage, and then he's gone. Most of the time, you're not one-shotting someone with him unless you're doing like an insane ult. But I would say getting to a point where the game feels fun, like you have chances to respond, is always going to be essential to the health of the game. Like, the combos where you, specifically a team that I was running, it's the, I was running Fusion Zamasu, 13, and Ultra Cell, and there were certain points where, because Ultra Cell just doesn't have, there's nothing you can do against his ultimate. If you're in a good enough place, you just don't have counterplay against certain mechanics in the game, right? You use all the util you can, you try to disrupt all you can, but certain characters' kits are too powerful that they don't allow you to actually respond unless you have characters of a similar variety, right? And I get it, it's a pay-to-win game, and the stats and everything buffing, that's all whatever, right? But the huge discrepancy I see is in how some characters are built really poorly, and some characters are built way too strong to incentivize A, summoning, but B, to keep the PvP level at a higher and higher rate. It only climbs. There's never been a point, really, that the meta reverts back to a older playstyle, and that's just how games evolve, right? I'm not going to say that that's bad for the game, but it's just the amount of power creep within a single year. It's so massive. The leagues in which they're different, right? Moving apart from specifically character kits that on their base are either poorly designed or overtuned, you also have weak Zenkais, shit that doesn't benefit the team. Like, if anyone remembers when that blue Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out, that Zenkai, everyone was asking, like, who are you running that with? That is a very bad Zenkai ability. And the way that they handled tag Zenkais as well, it's just bad planning on the part of the Legends team. 20% per. When the Blue Boys, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Legends Limited character, that one came out, for their Zenkai, everyone was hoping like some like Blue Saiyan, maybe Blue Super Saiyan, whatever, but they decided to restrict it to literally a single character could take use of that equipment, because it's Sun Family and Vegeta Clan on the same Zenkai ability, which only had the one character at the time. And I think they still might only have the one character, right? Is there only Zenkai, like true Zenkai? Yeah. I mean, I could always just look it up, but it really just goes to show that you, my bad, that certain characters aren't built well. Certain characters aren't given the tools to actually keep up in a meta that's already dominated by so many people. Let me pull him up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at that shit, dude. There's only one character, and that's the 6th Annie Vegeta, right? So I just would love to see the Legends team keep on the track that this equipment set that this Android 13 set for kit development and everything. Because in all actuality, in terms of brokenness, I don't think Gogeta is even in like top 5 most broken characters ever. Like the distance in between number 1 unit and the rest of the pack, I don't think Gogeta far outclasses. I just wanted to give my thoughts about how equipment works and how the state of the game is right now with Ultra equipment, with new character design, the regular plaques for characters that didn't have their time in the lights. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about equipment, about all that stuff, how the state of the game is right now, and I will see y'all in the next video.